What's going on, people? This is your boy Rome. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Before we go any further, make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe down there if you're new, and share this with your friends and family. This is, of course, the Fourth Official, that place where you can get that Jamaican American views on football with a heavy bias towards Manchester United. So again, make sure you drop a like on the video, and referee, blow the whistle. Let's go! Thank you guys so much for joining me again. Today we're going to answer a few critical questions. So all you Reggae Boys fans, make sure you stay tuned because we're going to talk about the JFF again. We're going to talk about the Euros again. We're going to talk about some transfer news in the Prem again. So yeah, Reggae Boys fans, I don't know where to begin. Where do we begin? You see, for me, if you've watched my previous videos, you will know that I cannot trust the JFF to get salt from the sea, fam. We can't trust them to do shit, right? But lo and behold, I'm hearing, and since yesterday I've heard, big up to Ryan LFC, man doing bits over there in Canada. I heard on this man's channel yesterday something that I had to give my 2 cents on, because it's absolutely incredible to me how this is happening. You guys remember the previous 2 games that Jamaica played, right? They played against Serbia down there in Japan. You know, gave a decent account for themselves by all accounts, drew 1-1. And people had high hopes, you play against Serbia, looking good. Maybe we can do bits. And then they go up against the Japan young boys, the Japan under-23 team, fam. The team that Japan is taking to the Olympics. And them man run rings around the Reggae Boys, fam. 4 love where the man them drop right on them head, boom. The Japanese turned them in a Jamaican sushi, fam. It was rough. It was absolutely rough watching that game. It was embarrassing. Well, this is not a review of those games. That's not what the shocker is. The shocker is fast forward to today, almost a month, or maybe more, and the JFF still has not paid those players for their services, fam. Can you believe it? Them man still haven't seen a cent for traveling down to Japan, representing the country, and still haven't gotten paid. Now, how can you run an organization like that? Set aside the fact that these man hasn't been paid. What kind of organizational structure do you have that you're trying to be the epitome of what football should be in a nation, in a country? Jamaica is the best Caribbean country in football, in terms of football, and one of the best in CONCACAF region altogether. And you cannot run the federation as such that you get the players paid on a timely basis after they've given your services to your country, fam. What kind of business model is this, fam? None of it makes sense. You can't trust these man to send a heater to an Eskimo, brother. I am of the belief that money should not be an issue when it comes to representing a country. And I say that because it should be about national pride. It should be about a yearn to represent your place of birth or your place of parental heritage, right? So money shouldn't be the driving force. While I understand that these men are professionals and these men should be compensated for their services, regardless of result, and the result obviously determines the compensation, but money should never be a driving force. These men definitely does deserve compensation for their work. So my question to the JFF is, what does your structure look like to know that you have a group of players that's representing the country and you're responsible for paying them to do so, but yet still you haven't paid them to do so? How many Fridays have you missed a paycheck? The president and everybody else that works for JFF, yet still the players are not getting paid? Oh, that makes sense. Somebody please tell me how that makes sense. The incompetence of these man knows no bounds, fam. How the hell do you expect players to come and passionately give their all on the pitch when the management is not giving their all around their desk? How difficult is it for you to set up a payment structure to get these men their money when they need it, yet you can get paid whenever you need it, fam? What is wrong with the JFF? I tell you what is wrong with the JFF. Even though Captain Barella did false, the man was a footballing man. The man was a lover of the game. These guys that are running the JFF right now are not footballers. And I say footballers, and when I say footballers, I don't mean like player of the game. These men are not fans, fam. These men are businessmen that are in it for themselves. You understand? Sadly, that's how the country is run by now, by people who are in it for themselves and not for others, and not for the betterment of the country, not for the betterment of the society. Think about what a successful footballing program does for this country, fam. A successful footballing program gives us notoriety across the world. A notoriety that could be on par from the notoriety that we get from the Olympic greats of Usain Bolt, Veronica Campbell, Merlin Atty. Those people brought a different set of notoriety to Jamaica. And we can get that from the footballing exploits on the field, but we cannot do so if we don't have a stable JFF behind us, fam. Think about the fame that we got from the Reggae Boys movement in 1998 when they made the World Cup, fam. The fame that we got as a country when the Reggae Boys name started singing around the world. The yellow and black and green around the world, the hype was lit. The tourism sector was lit because people was hyped about these reggae boys. Reggae coming from the days of Bob Marley, and these young boys coming up and taking the world by storm, fam. And the JFF, the leaders of the JFF are on the verge of just fucking it all up. How do you expect someone like Mikel Antonio to come and give his all for this badge, for this country, for this flag, if you are not giving your all on your end? We're expecting professionals, people who get everything done for them on a regular basis, to come into a mediocre system and give their all. Are you mad? JFF need to wake up, fam. The performance is going to be mediocre at best if the backing is not behind these, man. I can't trust JFF more than we can feel them. You understand? And if up to today you don't pay the man them, if these guys haven't been paid yet, then you guys are a disgrace. Every single one of you disgraceful. Every single one of you deserves to be out of a job. New people, new management, get rid of the JFF before the Gold Cup, or we're never ever going to win this Gold Cup, or we're not going to qualify for the World Cup. But I really love to switch gears a little bit and focus on the Euros, because today was Group F. Group F was in action at the 3 o'clock bell, and boy, oh boy, was it mad. People, if you don't know, Group F consists of France, Portugal, Germany, and Hungary. You understand? That means they're Group F, as in fuck. Honestly, because somebody was not going to make it out of that group. Now, the best thing about the Euros this year is that it's set up in a way where not just 2 teams can come out of a group into the knockout. There's potential for 3 teams to come out of a group. What they do is they take the first 2 of each group and then the 4 best third place finishers. And now France, Germany, and Portugal has gone through. England will play Germany next Tuesday. So all in all, it came out the same way the bookies were saying that it was going to come out. But big shout out to Hungary, all of the Hungry fans, all of the players. They put on a real good show for Group F, and Group F definitely lived up to the hype. Portugal put on a decent performance, 3 penalties in the game. Cristiano Ronaldo, big shout out to that man, because now he's tied with some dude from the Middle East as the most international goals scored by an individual in major competitions. So Cristiano Ronaldo is on 109 international goals for Portugal, fam. I don't know if his name is Cristiano Ronaldo or Cristiano Records, because all the man do are broke records, fam. 1 more goal, and this man is the leading goal scorer for international football in the world. In the world. And he has potentially 1 or 2 more games left, maybe 3. Who knows? He could make it to the final. So there's no much words you can say about Cristiano. Not much more words you can say about Cristiano. Looking forward to the rest of the Euros. Looking forward to the rest of the Copa America. Looking forward to the Gold Cup. Looking forward to the Olympics. Looking forward to all of the summer activities. But more importantly, looking forward to the transfer saga. Transfer saga. Right, we can't go. Transfer saga. But yeah. So people, Premier League transfer news up and running. Today we get confirmation that Manchester United throwing another bid to Borussia Dortmund again today. This one is way closer to what the valuation of Borussia Dortmund want for Jadon Sancho, and it seems that they're edging very close to an agreement, which means within the next week they would have come to an agreement, and Jadon, hurry up and come, Sancho will be a Manchester United player, and I for one cannot wait, fam. It's not because Jadon Sancho is going to be the greatest thing alive. No, I don't think so. No. It's because this thing is taking forever, fam. This man should have been at Old Trafford since last year, Bridget. And he is not. So this thing is wearing me out, fam. It's like you texting a girl for 4 or 5 months. How much you don't want to see each other. Oh, babe, me can't wait to see you. Me can't wait to touch you. And then after a while, you realize, say, nah, me just be like, and she takes the phone, you're like, okay. Hurry up, fam. Hurry up. But I don't want to touch one thing that I saw today on Twitter about this Jadon Sancho day to clarify a few things. So there's rumors going, and Fabrizio Romano said it as well too. There's rumors that Jadon Sancho will be paid $350,000 per week. That's £350,000 per week from Manchester United. And I'd like to say, if you don't know nothing about contracts and footballing contracts and stuff, that is utter rubbish, fam. Total bullshit. I wouldn't be surprised if Jadon Sancho get 150, 175,000 a year. Number one, this is Jadon Sancho's third contract as a football player. He's 21 years old. He's unproven in the Premier League. He's unproven at Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes came into Manchester United with way more stats and backing than Jadon Sancho. Yes, he's more expensive, but Bruno Fernandes had more experience, older, would be able to command more wages, and Bruno Fernandes is not nowhere near those wages. There's no way Manchester United will be paying Jadon Sancho £350,000 per week. So whoever had that rumor going around, Fabrizio Romano, I mean, you're one of the greatest journalists in football, but that's totally wrong, fam. Because he's 21 years old. So next 3-4 years when it's time for contract renewals, if he's doing well, Manchester United, what, you're going to move him from 350 to 400, which is what Pogba and Manaz is on. De Gea is not even on that. And I think that's around what David De Gea is getting paid. What is it? De Gea has been at Manchester United for more than 10 years. So how that makes sense? There's no way Jadon Sancho is going to be on £350,000 a week. Scratch that out of your head. Write that off. Right? Just write that one there. In other news, more annoying news, Manchester City seems to be hovering around Harry Kane more and more. And more and more and more. I'm hearing that they offered $100 million for Harry Kane. Possible player transfers in there as well. Like Man City normally go over 50 to 60 pounds, in terms of £1 million, I know these men are offering $100 million for Harry Kane. It sends shiver down my spine, fam, because I don't like nothing about Man City. Nothing. And then I look to get Harry Kane. Kane. Manchester United buying Jadon Sancho means shit if Harry Kane got Man City. You might as well just pack up and give him a league and don't even show up for play. Harry Kane in that. Harry Kane. A shit unfair, fam. A fucking shit unfair. Chelsea tried to get Hakimi. If you guys don't know who Hakimi is the right wing back for Inter Milan. Chelsea got kicked out of the game by PSG. PSG offering 80 mil cash, fam. Right off the bat, just here, take it. Them want these club and them aisle money, fam. Pumbuckler. I swear, 80 mil right off the bat, take it. Inter Milan was like, oh, okay. 80 mil, fam. 80 mil, and then just say, all right, take it. Hakimi look like he's going to be joining PSG. Well, people, thank you so much for watching. This has been another episode of The Fourth Official. Make sure you bless up yourself. Make sure you drop a like on the video. Remember, please subscribe. Don't take nothing off of you. Hit the subscribe button for more content, for more Manchester United bias, Premier League coverage, football, Jamaican, American experience on football. Again, thank you for watching. Bless up yourself. Take care of yourself. Manaz.